I'll have to merge those two skin layers. The shape of the face, the lines. It's fine. I actually quite like this song. I also love her reaction to him like appearing too. It's great. Oops, that is black. What? Azula's doing scratches. What you doing, sweetie? She does not like my drawing glove. It's so funny. Which is kind of fair, because honestly, I just kind of kept it here from last time I drew. I only like wash it between them, but I didn't draw for long last time. I didn't sweat last time, so I didn't like take it and wash it. Alright, I have to head off. Need to rest up while I can. Take care. No worries, Grim. It's great to see you again. I'll catch up with you next time I get a chance to. I will be around. I'll be here. You know where to find me. Also, a favor, if you're around, don't forget to pack your charger and shit for your flight. I just remembered that. Fix up that bit. There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake, Grim. Stop licking my horse. Leave my horse alone, man. That thing does not need a new paint of fucking saliva. I'll tell you that much. Go to bed. Get out of here. Ah, man. I'll catch you next time, Grim. Fucking Grim. Oh, man. That's always funny. It always is funny. The funniest thing is, like, I've seen a few people with the lick emote, but I've never really seen people use it that way. Like, usually people have, like, either hypersexualized lick emotes and stuff, which, like, I don't get much out of those. Or, they have, like, comical ones like that, and I find that one funny. And I find it even funnier that, like, the whole reason why Grim has that emote is because I raided a fellow when I was playing the Coffin of Andy and Lele, which was a 18 plus special stream that I did because it was definitely not safe for work. And the guy was also playing it, and Grim just happened to like get the emote, and that's where that whole saga of like licking the horse and licking the prawn and all sorts of stuff has come from. It's like this like chain of events. I love it. It's just such a fucking random thing. All right. I have to fix up her nose as well. I don't know if I got rid of... Yeah, I partially got rid of her nose. I kind of actually flipped her nose facing direction, didn't I? That's okay. I can work with that. Get rid of that there. Now her nose is facing the opposite direction to where it originally was, which is funny. Alright. So, I also know that there's like little bits there and stuff that's sticking out, but I don't care. Let's see what I can do with her hair now that I've got like multiple layers of this going on. So, there's the extra lines. I kind of want to make sure that this is like lining up properly. I gotta figure out what line is going where. Oh, I never realized that that song was directional. That went from one ear to the other. That was nuts. Alright, something isn't right with my lines and my colors. Is it that one to begin with? Okay. So that one must have moved over, or the line for it moved over. Not sure which. But let's move you over. So you're in line. I've got to move it up. Maybe it just had to go up. Alright. So they're all where they're supposed to be. And I actually kind of like the mess, but I'll clean it up a little bit so we've got some semblance of like style going on here. I've just got to figure out what lines are where. Yeah, it's gonna be something, isn't it? So I don't want to mess with any of the shadows. They're fine. The lines. I love the song too. It's so fucking mad. Like what they do with it. Somebody drew that. Like that's the thing that gets me is somebody drew that fucking video. All of it. Insane. Like I have no problem if you guys like are like watching the videos occasionally while I'm doing stuff. Because yeah, I don't know. Which one is that? That's the lower on the top. All right, this is going to be a bit tactical to figure out what line's going where. All right. I sort of wonder why one side is connecting and the other one's not. Shadows are fine. Shadows are exactly where they should be. So what happened here and why is that off? If the rest of it's fine. Is if the rest of it is fine. Up just a tiny bit, maybe, by look of that. Okay, that one's fine, which means that this one's not. Yeah, that one's got to move down. Right there. Which means that all of these ones have to move down by about that much. A bit of a gamble on that. All right, so yeah, that's where the difference was there. But now they are exactly equal. I actually didn't mind that being like thicker on the top, honestly. I kind of want the line to be between there. I could fill that in and remove the top line. We'll see. All right, let's just go with that. So what I want, like a line there, and I think I will probably end up merging these two together. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. There is a little bit of shadow sticking out here, so I don't know which one that's on. This one. No? Are you in a hair layer? Not that. That one. Which means the hair shadow isn't sitting where it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's up a tiny bit. Yeah. That's okay. It probably needs to go over a tiny bit. Wrong one. Oh, that's right. There we go. It was just sticking up here and I had to like work on it here. It's really weird. All right. So I don't mind the extra layer of line up the top there. I might skim that down. I might not. We'll see. It looks fine. I just gotta figure out which fucking line goes forwards here. I can tell that one doesn't know that much. All right. If I take that one away, then that's just behind it. All right. Well, let's see what we can do with this. Pretty sure I'm working on the flip for most of these. No, it's on the original. Yeah. Want this line gone. And another line here. Oh, now that bottom bar down where my socks are on the screen is now doing strobe lighting for me. I don't know what changed, but VLC's decided it's happening now. It's hilarious. I wasn't really expecting that to happen. This is that. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. I like your doggo, Sariel. You should also say what their name is too in Discord. That way people get to like know what the name is. What kind of a mix is that? Do you know? Hold up. Oh, where'd my thing go? There. It's like some kind of like, I don't know if it's the same in the US. Over here it would be like a red cattle dog cross something, but I can't tell what the second cross is on the dog. Maybe it's wondering. There's in my Discord I have show off your pets and stuff. And Sariel showed off their doggo. And I was just like taking a look. I said art stream's a little bit different. I'll take moments. Whoa, shit, come back here. I'll take moments to like look at things and do stuff more. Going, that's kind of good. I do want this to be behind her face, though. It was right on that side. It's not on this one. So, maybe a little bit different. I'll have to bring that over a bit. Lines, shadows. Shadows on the side, yep. Alright. Shadow here has to go. Not that much. We shouldn't be too many songs away from Dum Daddy Do now. I'll skip Damn Cool. I'm gonna put it onto that one. 3, 4. I'm gonna move that one. 2, 3. We're about 3 songs away. Then we're kind of back down to, whoops, go back to full screen. We'll be back down to kind of where we were when we started stream. Breakfast time, friend. I'll be lurking. See you soon. Yes, love your art. Thank you, Pathless. Enjoy your breakfast. I'll be here. I'm always still here. I like the fact that like, oh, which layer is that? That one. I like the fact that like, you know, yourself and some others do like my art and stuff because it's like, I don't know, not like it's stressful or anything to make these or whatever. But I always like knowing that you guys like them, you know. If I had have moved this over a bit more, I wouldn't have to remove that. That could be worth it. I did bring her hair in a lot. Let's undo that. Okay. Tail starts swagging, feels something with push. No. I don't know if I got rid of the line there, but if that's the case. No. I did remove some of these lines, so we'll see. I like how that looks on that side, so I don't know what this is going to do to it if I move it. Yeah, it's going to move that set, and that set at the front isn't going to move right. I thought that they were very close to being even, but I guess if I line them up to that. Oh, I think I got it. This one. I sort of like how that looks. I sort of want to move this side over to look similar. What I should do is I'll get one side and I'll fucking flip it. I'll get the side looking right because it looks good. God damn it, I keep grabbing the wrong one. This one. Because if I move that over to there where they're the same, the other bits don't look good for it, but that's about where I've got to end up putting it. So let's undo that. You duplicate that. Now you can move over. Be about there. Yeah. That's where I'm going to need it to be. How did that line up along the front? Took it over by a fair bit. Isn't too bad. I don't see where I did anything up there. So what I kind of want to do is I sort of want to say I don't want basically anything on the other half of a head from that one. That. I sort of want to wipe this half of a head and take that and then put it over there, but I also don't know what's going to happen with this in the center, if I'm going to end up with a big gap. I'm assuming I will. Not the worst thing, but bring her hair up higher. The other thing too is I feel like her hair should be cut shorter up here because there's a lot on the top. Sure, why not? What am I looking at? It doesn't really matter because I need them both realistically. Wherever the one that I copied was, I think was that. There. Yeah. All right, let's get rid of that because I think I know what I'm doing with this. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. We'll find out, I guess. Take it on this two here. Turn off all the others so I can see. All right. I am using that from something though, so this is a risk, honestly. I did save before doing this, but I don't know. That is that one duplicating it. All right. What I want, I don't want this line here. That one can go. And on this one, turn that one off. I don't want that there. Going through. Or maybe I do. Maybe I'll make it central. I feel like maybe that. See how this goes. All right, so if I take this down, I said this is one hell of a gamble when I'm doing with this. I don't know if this is going to work or if I have to like go back and like cut some stuff up. We'll see. grab my 2 layers of lines, which is what I believe I want. Merge those, merge them. Then duplicate that, flip it. Take this. I actually have a central dot line, so this is kind of helping me here. Like that. That's how that would come through the center. Then let's turn those 2 off. Well, actually, I could merge those 2 at that point. See, I'll do that separately. See how this goes. Shadows. I want them to merge. Yep. And I want those to duplicate. I haven't done something so weird like this, I don't think, before. Let's get these 2 on so I can see what I'm doing with this. There you go, Weaver. Wrong side. I was wondering this song was so loud until it ended on my end and I still went on your stream. I forgot that I turned it up earlier. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, sorry, I forgot I turned it up for the mystery skulls and I forgot about it. You know how I was talking before that like down the bottom here was strobing, like flashing lights and stuff for me? Last stream is doing that now. So now when the music's like flashing, it does that to me. So that's happening. All right. So now I've changed her hair around and it's symmetrical and shit. Let's bring her face in. That's what I did this song. I'm not surprised. I loved it when it came out. I still like it. I still listen to it and stuff. Just in amongst, like, it reminds me of my first house. I used to come home from the gym and I'd listen to this while I drew and played games like WoW and stuff. You know, it has a feeling about it to me, you know. I might lift her hair up a tiny bit. I don't mind what I did with this. I can remove that there and it'll look better. I just got here and until now I have been listening to it on repeat. That doesn't surprise me. Last time Keelon visited, I absolutely let me sweep that one, we had that earlier. I absolutely blasted Not Fair. I blasted it for like 10 minutes and I ended up getting it stuck in their head for like a week. It gives me such a good mood. Yeah. Like, the one I'm thinking of is this one. I'll change it back in a bit. We had this on repeat for ages. It's great. Let's see. Merge down. Yeah, all right. You merge down. Merge down. I don't have to turn off all the layers. It took me too long to realize that I could just do that. But it is good to have. I like listening to this one. It just gives you such a good mood. Poor Viking. I woke up Viking. Yeah, no, I like listening to this one when I draw. It's giving me a feeling of drawing. I got lots of songs that kind of like get me going when I'm drawing. It's great fun. I'm gonna take these shadows and I kind of want to bring them through here on the right layer, preferably. That layer. I was listening to an art stream last night when I got home. My heart stopped the first time the audio got sped up. It caught me off guard. What? Oh, my art stream on YouTube. We talk about my ones on YouTube because I edit my art streams pretty heavily. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not careful with it either. There's a couple of parts in there where I'm talking and I just don't give a fuck because I'm not saying anything super important. But I actually, for as long as my art stream is, I can take twice as long to edit it because I edit out the quiet parts where I'm not talking, and I what do you call it? Any parts where like sometimes we lose audio and stuff that happens. Um, but yeah, I do a lot of editing on those. I also have issues with them sometimes because I have to download the entire VOD. No matter how big the VOD is, I have to download that, and then let me turn this down in my head. I can't think. So if a VOD is 10 hours for an art stream, I have to download the entire thing. Let's take this back to where this was. Oh, we were down, let's say, I'm going to put this on Ecuador. Yeah, I like Ecuador. It's great. Yeah, so basically my art streams, once I finish the stream, I then have to start downloading it, which usually takes about 4 hours to download it. And then after I download it, I then have to edit it. And editing can then take, basically if the stream's 10 hours, it can take 20 or whatever. So I have to kind of like figure out where I want to speed up, find the parts where I'm talking, stuff like that, and then render it. Sometimes it breaks during rendering too, so it doesn't always finish. It doesn't always work. Oh, I didn't do that right. What else I do? Sometimes I cut out some of the conversations. Like sometimes I do legitimately edit out the conversations that I had. If there's something that I want to keep exclusively to the live, that's another thing as well. So, like, there's been times where I have accidentally sung during an art stream. Mirthless has heard it, and nobody else has heard it, and nobody else will ever hear it because I edited it out when it went to YouTube, stuff like that. So, I mean, I do a bit with it. It's just that after I edit it and render it out so that then whatever is sped up, wherever it is, I then have to cut the VOD up. And if the VOD is like 10 hours, it's sometimes easier for me to cut it a little bit and then download it. But the last one I did, the last art stream I did, it only just uploaded today. It only just went live on YouTube today because I replaced where it was with Once Human so I could get that out faster on YouTube. And I didn't take the time because that art stream broke 3 times. I had to edit and re-edit it 3 times and re-render it 3 times and then try to upload it and stuff. It took me a week to download, edit, do all the re-editing, fix it, figure out what was wrong, figure out which ones were broken, figure out which ones were fucked up, and then like redo it and then upload it and stuff. So that was a lot of work. The art stream usually wipes me out, which is why I'll often say like sometimes like after an art stream, I'm sometimes tired for like Diablo. We often end up with a really, really low energy Diablo stream afterwards because I just I've kind of like spent it all because I won't get to sleep until probably midday or 2 p.m. today. Well, yeah, today because it's 12:30 now a.m. So I'll be up for like another 12 hours, which if you think about it, it's like going to bed at 2 a.m. and then getting up at like 5 or 6 a.m. and then getting ready and starting again for like your next day of work. It's like that. Because like pretty much like the streaming at night and waking up and all my different time zones and stuff, if I didn't have to get up to socialize with my partner at all, I'd get up right before 9 p.m. and I would get on the stream with like my sleepy croaky voice, which you guys get occasionally anyway, which is really funny because I get the most insulting fucking comments when I have a sleepy voice on stream. not from you guys streaming to, but when it goes to YouTube, I get people being like, "Oh man, listen to that pack a day, 40 years smoking voice," and I'm just like, as somebody that's like legit been like lifelong self-conscious about my voice, like, yeah, I don't feel great about that when I see those comments. But I also know that these people have no fucking clue and haven't actually watched a single video or haven't watched long enough to actually hear me say, yeah, I haven't slept or I'm tired or something like that. Like, I'll also go through about 4 energy drinks while we stream tonight too. That's pretty standard. I drink a lot of energy drinks during art streams. I'll take a toilet break at some time. I wouldn't mind one in like the next hour. That'd be great. I kind of want to get to a point where I feel like I can kind of like get up and walk away before I do that. But yeah, I don't know. Art streams, as much as I'm drawing something for my channel, and as much as like I've drawn like all the panels that you see on Twitch, all my emotes, all that sort of stuff, my avatar and other stuff, right? As much as I draw all of that while I'm here, it's also a time that's special for me to just spend with you guys while I'm live. And like I said, like you can ask questions that don't really like fit into a standard stream. Like I will answer them. They may not make it to YouTube, but I'll answer them. Depends what it is. Like there's some videos that's going to go up onto YouTube in the next month that are missing a bit of like information. And honestly, the people that are watching it regularly probably won't even notice, won't care, and that's fine. But the people that were here will be like, wait a minute, I was there. I heard what was said and stuff. And yeah, the difference is when you're here with me and you're live, you get to hear the shit that doesn't get cut. Because there's some stuff I don't want forever and a day to permanently forever be on the internet. You know, I'm a person too. Like, I say things, I do things, they're not perfect. Shit will happen. But yeah, I don't know. There's also little bits and pieces of like respecting privacy and stuff like that. If I say something about somebody else and I'm like, that's too much, I'm like, I'll dial it back and get rid of it and stuff. And then it's literally only the people, like as I said, like I don't know how many people watch me live, but I do see how many people have watched a previous video, right? As in like if I click on my Twitch at the moment, hold on. I'm into my Twitch and do not show me my page. I don't want to know. Take me to my videos that I've done previously. What's my, okay. So the ones that I haven't edited. So yesterday's stream had 83 people watch it as a VOD after the fact. And I don't think I had 83 people here. So I'm guessing across the 4 hours that I was live, 83 people clicked in and then came back and watched it. That's what I think happened, right? That's how I kind of work it. So if I go back to the previous one, right? Was a previous one. The Once Human last Friday had 58 people watch my VOD. So whoever was there at the time and heard me say the specific thing that I've said, and then the 58 people that have watched after the fact and have watched that VOD after the fact, that's the maximum amount of people that will ever hear whatever was said. Get it? So, like, somebody else may come back later and they might clip it. And as the host of the thing, I have the right to delete a clip if I disagree with it or I don't want that clipped. Stuff like that. I can also turn off clipping for videos, all sorts of stuff. There's a little bit of stuff that I can do, but I don't tend to edit much of my stuff. I don't tend to do, like, I don't censor shit for the most part. I don't like to do that. Because, like, yeah, it's already been said and it's already on the internet and stuff. But there's some things I respect other people's privacy that I may have said something that isn't okay to leave on the internet forever. And then I'll remove that bit, you know. But yeah, art stream. Art stream, I get some wild conversations. You got to turn up for those to like hear what's said, hear what's asked. Plus, sometimes, depending on how infuriating it is for me to edit it, like after I did 3 edits on that 10-hour stream, I was not going to be careful about if I missed like an and sped up my or something like that. I do tune them. I do some like tuning or whatever on the ones that I speed up so that it should still sound exactly like me, even though whatever I've said during that part will have been sped up. It'll just be like 1.5 faster or something like that. But I only do that to the ones that I speed up. There's no point in me doing anything to anything else. But yeah, I don't know. This is one of those like fun little facts. Like if you watch my streams and you watch my YouTube and stuff, you'll notice things. I sometimes like forget that music's playing, and then when I realize, my brain's just like, music, nice. I could just realize that something was playing, you know. I don't know if I want that line to be the line that I want to take out. I guess I have to take out the line under it, but oh, actually, I could fill it in. Let's put that back. Let's fill in that line. That'll look better. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm not 100% sure, but it's fine. I actually really like this song, Game Master. I'm not even really sure why, but I used to like listen to this sort of music a lot. This is also the same stuff I used to listen to when I was at the gym, when I go for walks, when I was like drawing or playing games, stuff like that. Like all of this music that you're hearing while you're live here is yeah, something that I've either listened to at some point in time. God damn it. I kind of want to thicken the line there, but I do want this to close, I think. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I like a lot of songs that are like this, actually. Maybe like that. Listen to music in the background only when you're streaming. Nope, I can't. So what basically happens is when I'm doing a regular stream or a game or something like that, so there's a couple of reasons for it. Is I don't know if I'm going to need that line there. If you click into a game, like let's say you click onto my RimWorld game, right? And you hate my music, you're going to click away. You're not going to stay. If a particularly triggering song appears, you're just going to be like, why am I even watching this person? I don't have to watch this person. I don't have to listen to this. You'll click away. The other thing too is that if my VOD gets copyright striked because I have like a segment of a song playing, basically what happens with that is I lose audio on that segment, not just the music, but whatever I'm saying, which is detrimental if I want to put my videos on YouTube for people to listen to after stream, and there's like a section of audio that's just missing, like you don't get whatever that information was during the gameplay. The other thing too is I did have the problem at times with my internet where my VOD would drop out if I was using the internet. So my VOD audio would just cease to exist in parts of my VOD because I'd used too much internet while I was streaming and it couldn't save it, which was bullshit. But the other thing too is if a portion of the music is picked up in any way, like let's say I open up my phone and happen to open up stream or something like that just to see how an effect is happening on stream or something like that, and it plays music and my microphone picks that up, then the VOD is copyright striked. And then I also have the problem where when it goes to YouTube, I also get a different copyright strike, and then my videos on YouTube are not monetizable. So when I play Need for Speed Underground 2, none of those videos are monetizable at all because there's a couple of songs, even though they're in the game. I got really careful with this, so I'll only ever open up Need for Speed Underground 2 when I'm playing it. If it's playing the music and the game is not on screen, Twitch will strike my account for a copyright. And if I do it multiple times, like if I click off to do something, I'll get multiple strikes and I may get suspended on Twitch. Especially if I edit a video and cut it up, like do highlights and have multiple videos of multiple same song strikes, I get multiples, I might get banned. So I don't fuck with that at all. Like Need for Speed Underground 2, I will keep playing the game and I will understand that I'll never get any kind of like monetization funding from it, unfortunately. But other stuff, like if I'm playing just a random game like RimWorld or PUBG or something like that, like I don't want to take the risk that like my headset is playing it loud enough, or that I start singing, or that Twitch or YouTube have a problem. Like it might be fine on Twitch, but it might not be on YouTube, or vice versa. And also down to personal preference of music is most people are fine with the game and game music, but most people are not fine with like if a specific song plays that they don't like they're not gonna hang around to deal with it kind of thing, you know? So I just keep that kind of crap in mind when I stream. I watch a few people that have different music and stuff always playing in the background, and that's fine, that works for them. But I also have times where I'm listening to their music and I'm like, I will actually click away and they'll be like, wait, I was watching something, and then I'll click back and it'll be playing that same shit song and I'll be like, fuck, that's why I clicked away. I hate this song. So yeah, that happens a fair bit. I sort of actually think I want like that line there instead of the higher up one. I don't know. I know it's not going to be visible at that distance. Maybe I just don't worry about it. I think it'll matter. Because I wasn't sure if you could play music in your headset where only you could hear it while you're streaming, or if you just listen to game sounds. I wasn't thinking of singing a song out loud. No, I know you can play music in your headset. The way that I would have to do that for it to work for me is I would have to plug my headset into, I think, my mic output or something. It's something really stupid for mine. Most people are just like, you could plug in an auxiliary port or something, but whatever it is, no matter what I'm doing, like at the moment, to prevent Twitch from picking up the sounds I'm making in while I'm drawing, because sometimes it makes clicking noises and stuff, and from it saving the music, as I have desktop audio not being recorded. So if I was to flick that on for a second and flick it back off, it would be in that section of VOD and it would be on that section of YouTube video. But I have that turned off, so I have VLC being picked up separately. I can do something like that to send it to my headset, but if I'm playing VLC player through my desktop, a lot of the time I can't get it to not just send to my headset or something like that. It will pick up in desktop audio and get recorded onto the computer. There's multiple different settings. Like, I don't know how to like show it basically, but actually, hold on. I've done this once before on Art Stream. Give me a second. This is going to be an absolute visual mindfuck, so bear with me. I think it's just window capture. Not that. Now let's grab that. I want maybe that. Interesting to learn about how this works. All right. Brace yourselves. All right, that's what I'm looking at. Okay. This is what I'm looking at in my perspective. So I've had to set up all of these. Okay. This is actually should be full screen. Hold on. Stretch fit screen, please. There we go. Okay. So basically, see how my desktop audio is off, right? I can't turn that on or it's going to record it to stream permanently. My microphone is always picking up. I've got that set to whatever. I can mute my emote wall so emotes don't make any kind of sound or whatever. If I turn this off, you shouldn't have the music and I should, right? But if I was to turn that on, you'd get it regardless. I can also turn off capture. There we go. That's what I'm looking at, okay? This is what I'm looking at behind the scenes for audio shit. And I'm sure I could set this up where it would probably let me have it going straight into my headset without it recording and stuff. But the only problem is if desktop audio is on and recording a game, I either have to directly capture the game audio separately to be able to turn it off or on and stuff, which I do for VLC player. But I would have to turn desktop audio off. That's the only way I could do it, where I could have something playing in my headset. There we go. Yeah. So that's all the behind the scenes shit that I'm looking at while I'm live. I know I couldn't show you all of it because I didn't realize it didn't capture on some screens. But yeah, that is generally what I'm seeing when I'm live. Twitch Studio was a little bit different. Twitch Studio was a little bit easier, which is what I started with. And I had to, none of this was imported. Everything you just saw in Streamlabs was something I manually had to add and learn how to add and learn how to adjust and everything. So yeah, if I want to, I can also turn off people seeing the video and stuff. So, whoop, I didn't double click that. Hold on, go away. What else we got in here? I can turn off all sorts of shit. Like I can be like, I could like flash bomb you guys and be like, look, merch link. Stuff like that, like all sorts of things. That's a nice little field trip. You don't dox yourself on account of anything, on accident, anything. No, I don't have any like personal shit up there. I don't like having the what do you call it? The share all desktop thing, only because like it shows like all the different apps and shit that I choose to use, and yeah, if I happen to click off onto something, then maybe. But I'm pretty careful with a lot of this stuff. But yeah, I don't have anything personal in that screen that I was just sharing you with. So I don't give a shit about like sharing it and stuff. Like the worst case scenario is people get to see who's followed and when. And the only times I don't like sharing it is if somebody's cheered or if I've had like people subscribe and stuff, because that's their business. That's between them and me and whoever happened to see that in that moment, if somebody cheers or subs and stuff, you know. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, basically, I wasn't like joking when I said like from the ground up, November 22, I think I learnt basically all of this I've been learning since November 22. And yeah, we're at like a year and a half, I think, me streaming. I draw all my own art. I draw my avatar. I draw all of her variations. Come here. Like, what have we had recently? We had purple and stuff. We had blonde and white, all that sort of stuff. I've had her like other Catgirl variants and stuff. I learned how to use the avatar program. I had to relearn how to use, like, I had to learn how to use Streamlabs when Twitch Studio was like, yeet. Like, there's more stuff in behind it as well. There's more to all this stuff that I've had to learn. But basically, I figure if I see something and I'm like, how is that done? I'll just go and find it and figure out how to make it, how to do it. And none of that's a problem to me. Yeah. You're still going to look like you have a very brown head, aren't you? But that's fine. Time to start changing your face, I think. I also don't really want her eyelashes to be in here. I don't think we're going to need that. Get rid of that layer. All right. Before I do that, I might take a 5-minute break. I'm gonna redeem myself a 5-minute break. Where is that thing? 5-minute break in here somewhere. Not reminded to breathe. I want to time myself out. That's hilarious. No, I don't want that. There we go. And take a 5-minute break, and well, it's actually going to be like a 10-minute break because I'm going to go off to the bathroom. I've got to like de-rug up to be able to do that. So music will be playing and shit, and I'll be back. Should make the 5-minute redeem like a 10-minute thing, realistically. I'm also just trying to like adjust my jumper blanket situation because it's like everywhere now. Yeah, so I was thinking about the thing with the music too, about like whether or not I'd listen to it in like my headset and stuff when I play games. And honestly, I wouldn't be able to actually focus on giving people responses to questions that they ask and stuff if I had music playing. Like when I'm drawing, I have more of an attention span than I do when I'm playing a game. So I'm much more likely to like take the time to read it, stop and respond and stuff like that. Cause like it doesn't matter to me if I take 4 hours or 6 hours or whatever to draw, right? But when I'm playing a game and stuff, like sometimes I'm having a conversation and the game itself is distracting. So I can't always like just straight up answer and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of nice sometimes when I have art stream because like I said, like it allows me to like answer questions and stuff, and the music doesn't really distract me. But what it does is when I'm drawing, when people are just kind of like passively listening because I'm busy drawing something or whatever, like it gives them something, gives other people something to listen to while I'm not able to speak or something for a moment, you know? So it's nice like that. Um, I sort of want that to fill in there. Yeah, that's sort of how I see it. So whenever I do art streams and stuff, like, yeah, I'm sure there's probably a few people that sort of come around maybe exclusively to hear the music. But I think realistically, it's much more likely that like it's just like a thing that's there in the background. I don't know. I also like the fact that I don't have to worry about like if I'm talking or not all the time. I kind of need the background of a face line to not be there for this. Where is it? There. Yeah, I just kind of want to turn her face off so I can focus on her hair. Because, of course, I mostly just want to get rid of this line here. I think it'd be fine. I'll like wipe that out of there. There we go. I'm a little frustrated. Why are you frustrated, Weber? What's going on? Are you frustrated because like something related to travel? Yeah. I sort of like how it's like darker underneath and highlighted and shit. Whoop, Zilla's back. I'll walk over his keyboard. It's a good thing Nick's computer's off because otherwise, like, she'd be typing a novel. She's okay with the donut being on that side occasionally. At least when I do art stream and stuff, she doesn't seem to care too much. Let me leave it like that for a second and zoom out. Save that. Alright. I sort of want to take down the top of her head a little bit out of here, kind of thing, because I feel like that's too rounded and I hate it. That's fine. I think I'd probably do better with maybe grabbing like a section and just wiping it. I kind of want to kind of go up through, not like that, but also kind of like that. I guess it's more so it connects to like the back of her hair up at that height. Maybe I could get rid of the front line up there and it'd look a bit better. Wouldn't look so rounded from the front. Let's try that. Take rid of her lines. No, Azula's gone back to being mush. I'm pretty sure Viking also fell asleep at some point too. They dozed right off underneath all of our noses. I kind of want to... That's better. That's immediately better. Alright. Yeah, what's up, Weaver? Let's grab that bit. Copy that. So I think, yeah, let's put it on its own thing. Do it like that. Okay, because a friend, she's worrying too much about me, and yeah, it's just too much. Yeah, is that because you're traveling or just like in general? Because I think it's pretty normal for like people to worry about people they care about, you know? Like, I don't know. I think maybe you wouldn't be too worried about somebody else traveling. Not traveling, but basically. Let's get rid of this one's lines. I don't know if I took them out right, but get rid of them there. It should be about right. She wanted to play with me, but wanted to play alone. But when I did join her, she frustrated so much not letting me do things I wanted to do. I just left because it was annoying to play with her. Yeah. I don't know. She'll probably be fine. Like, yeah, by the sounds of it, she wanted to play a game a specific way. Up and over. There. At that, should be it. Sort of, but not really. Needs to be over one. Yeah, no, I'm sure she'll be fine. She's really just like, not so much like the worry warning sort of stuff, but just, I don't know. She really did want to play a specific way, her way. There? Over, up. Maybe there is where it is. That looks right. Yeah, that's it. Alright, nice. Let's merge that down. That looks a little bit better than what it was before. It's like there's more depth to her hair. A lot of depth. And later I got a message from other friend telling me to join her and such. Now she gave me a message telling me that I'm acting strange. And my other friend more. So, not necessary. I don't know. I'm going to be frank. I'm under the assumption that your friends are female based on behavior. And I'm not friends with, in particular, females IRL because I just don't get along with them. I am quite stubborn and I personally can't stand that shit myself. So I quite like having friendships with guys because you know where you stand. And at the end of the day, if you did something, like, there's no hard feelings tomorrow. Like, friendship's back to normal. No more going on about it. Just move forwards kind of thing. I've always had better friendships that way. I don't know, just their behavior for the most part, Waver. As far as I have seen, I don't see that kind of behavior from groups of guy friends that I've had over the years. And I've always had more male friends than female friends. Just because, like, coming from, like, the computer job and stuff, I always just made more friends with guys. I also, I don't know, I think it's actually always been that way. Because, like, when I was in primary school, I had guy friends until they all, like, were, oh my god, cooties, you know? And I was like, ugh, I can't be fucked with that. And I had to make friends with females then, and I hated it because females are bitchy for the most part. A lot of female friendships are very bitchy and conditional. I don't like that. And then, of course, in my teens, I also dealt with the fact that a lot of my friends wanted to date my brother. So I didn't like that either. Because it's like, are they actually my friends or not? Or do they just want him? Like, I don't know. Um, and yeah, into adulthood. Adulthood was better because I actually got to have like guy friends. And like, apart from the fact that like my family weren't exactly kind about me having male friends, it didn't really matter because I was an adult by that point. I didn't really give a fuck what they thought. Um, I've tried to have some female friends since, but it's always the same crap. It's always the same crap. And it's always tests, and there's always like petty pouting for a long time. There's always like some kind of bullshit going on. I'm sure not all female friendships are like that, but a lot of them are for me. I've also found that the only problems I've had with my guy friends is usually everything's great until their girlfriend or wife meets me, and then they're not allowed to be friends with me anymore. That's the only downside that I've had as a female having guy friendships. And that's mostly just insecurity on the part of their partners, which is fair. Like, whatever. But yeah. Where the fuck was this one coming in from? I kind of want that to be like, or to the nose. The nose can line it up. There we go. There, nice. So my guy friends are more chill, was super nice. Generally, guy friends are kind of better because, like, if you say or do something, like, they just tend to let it go a lot easier, kind of thing. If it's something that really bothers them, like, you can have a legitimate fucking conversation with them, but it will go down a bit better. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my glove thing here. It will go down better in the long run. Generally, it will get gotten over easier than I don't know. Oh geez, you said or you did this. Now you have to. I'm going to give you silent treatment for a week, and then after that week's up, if you haven't tried to contact me in that time, we're not friends. But if you spent any time with any of our other friends who should be ghosting you, like they're not my friends either, then it's just bullshit. I don't like it. I pretty much, like I said, I'm not in the position anymore in life where I give a shit for trying to make friends. If I happen to organically make friends by accident, cool beans, but I'm not trying anymore. I just don't care. I legit just don't care. um Well, Mirthless is still there. I thought you were eating breakfast, Mirthless. I actually don't know if you got to see what I was showing off earlier with the Streamlabs, when I had that all shown up, or not. Let's see. What'd you say? I'm kind of upset or frustrated in general. Not them most of the time. They understand and just leave me to cool off. They move on like nothing ever happened. With most girlfriends, they think there is much deeper meaning to it, but it's not. Yeah, it's like that though. Is there literally is no deeper meaning to it. You need 5 minutes and you'll be good. But if you're not talking to them, or if you're talking to somebody else and not them, or you left without like giving a specific reason, good lord, you know. Um, that's it. I hate so much. Like, not allowed to have male or female friends because you're mine. So you're saying that you don't trust your partner. I have so much arguments to make with this. Go for it, Waver. It's art stream. Fucking let it out. I have a lot to say about it myself. So I think Twitch Studio is only giving me a black screen, no response. Twitch Studio. Hold up a second. Give me a sec. Get out of my face. VLC. Can you go down so I can see my thing? Let me open up my Twitch Studio. Hopefully it won't have a problem that I've got two things open. Let me see if mine opens. I opened it by accident a week ago, so we'll see. Worst case scenario, you may have to... Yeah, no, I'm not... Twitch Studio isn't loading for me either, Mathless. It's not just you. Not just you. There we go. All right, come back here. You go back. You go back. Yeah, no, it's Twitch Studio and General Mirthless. It's not just you. That's not just me, thank goodness. Yeah, no. Unfortunately, if you go to stream Mirthless, you might have to use Streamlabs today. Unfortunately. I know you don't want to. No, fuck Mirthless. It's Artstream. Artstream's always different. This is time to ask questions, like have those random